All right, everybody. Hello. Hello again. Welcome back to the group with yours truly, the counselor. Welcome back to a lesson and a blessing. I'm going to be covering a topic today that I'll call relationships are like getting on an elevator. Relationships is like getting on the elevator, right? And you say, how could relationships be like an elevator? Well, we'll go on and I'll explain. Excuse me. Got to work on this, you know. Relationships are like getting on an elevator. The first floor of this particular elevator, when it comes to relationships, it's called the initiation floor. The initiation floor is when you meet somebody for the first time, whether it's at a club, a wash house, a church, or just out, walking around the park, getting some exercise. That's the first floor. The initiation floor is when you introduce yourself and you tell the other party your name, and they tell you their name, and you guys get to call that the meeting time when you first met up, when you first bumped her or she first bumped you. That is the initiation floor. The second floor of this particular elevator is known as the most powerful floor of the elevator. It's called the friendship floor, In the world of problems like we have now with our COVID-19 and things like that, they are said, and doctors and counselors have talked about how traumatic problems are in the relationship today, as far as violence, and as far as not being able to take the pressure of being in the house with your partner, right, at this time. So they really, really talk about the friendship floor. See, when a girl's or a man is your friend, you don't have to beat them up for coming home 30 minutes late from work. You don't have to choke them out because they haven't got to wash the dishes yet. You don't have to abuse them, because they're your friend. We all seem to take care of our friends even better than some people are take care of intimate relationships. But the friendship is the most powerful floor in the elevator. The third floor of the elevator is called the intimacy floor. Intimacy does not mean sex. I know it sounds real sexy, but intimacy does not mean sex. It means I'm willing to open up to that partner, that person I met, that friend, and I'm willing to share with them some things that I've never, or you're willing to share with them some things that you never shared with anyone else. You trust them because they are your friend, right? So intimacy is just opening it up and having real, solid, trustworthy dialogue with someone else, right? So you must ask yourself, who are you willing to be intimate with? Who are you willing to trust to allow your secrets to unfold? And like they say, secrets die in the light of exposure. Who are you willing to allow that light to come in on you to be able to share you with someone else and feel free, Now, so many times we get on this particular elevator and we meet somebody for the first time. Many times we just skip all 3 floors and we go up to what's called the penthouse level. The penthouse level is where it could be in the back seat of the car. The penthouse level can be in the back of your friend's house in the backyard, on a mat or on the grass. A penthouse could be on the back of a roof or whatever, on the top of a building. The penthouse could be a number of things, a hotel room. And if you skip all 3 floors and go up to what's called the penthouse level, you actually wake up many times not knowing who you're lying next to. You don't know if you're sleeping with the enemy because you don't even know this person. You haven't even looked at their ID. And so must take the elevator and take the floors in the appropriate kind of way, or take the appropriate steps that it takes to get to know somebody. Or like I say, you can find yourself sleeping with the enemy. Know who you with, right? Enjoy who you're with. And if you take the intimacy level, right, and the friendship level, uh, you will learn a lot. You will learn a lot. You will learn if you just want to remain friends or if you want to elevate to a whole nother level, you know, and find out who the person's name is. I mean, all that boo stuff is good, you know, but that actually should come later, you know, after you've made it to the intimacy level, the third level, you know, and so, but know who you with, know who you are also within this relationship, this whole thing that relationships are like getting on the elevator. You know, ask yourself, are you ready? Ask yourself, uh, what do you want? What are you looking for? And if you do the dialogue with the intimacy, you'll find out a lot. Ask questions. And if you can't think about what kind of questions you ask before you even get with that person, write the questions down. Get a pen or a piece of pencil and write and number them. Number the first question on down to the 20th question on down to the 50th question if you want to go that deep. And so you'll have a lot more security in your choice before you just jump out there and jump up to what's called the penthouse level. All right, that's going to be it for this particular session and lesson. Thank you again for attending my class. Yours truly, the counselor, Mr. James Hoyer.